one of the only heroes that's actually never been in the meta consistently, where I feel like he's never actually been like a top pick. That's never been the case for Pudge, so I'm really excited to actually see him get picked finally, and the buffs weren't even that significant to push him over the edge, so that makes it even more exciting in my opinion. So he might be good, but not busted and annoying. That's the perfect sweet spot for heroes to be.
I think it's just been a lot of fun too watching, especially with NA Dota recently. We're just seeing a lot of interesting interactions, right? Especially with the pickup with the Marcy coming in, like in the last game, Marcy being able to go and rebound off of the Bear. We're just seeing a lot of very interesting builds too, so very excited. Again, like Neil said earlier, it's funny that we're already like, oh, it's a mid Pudge. I'm sick of mid Pudge. Give me the core Pudge. You know, we're kind of getting spoiled now with the wackiness.
It's probably better mid anyways, because you're getting more levels out of it. Here's the start of the fight.
All locked down, so she will be the first blood. Husky will be pretty happy.
Pretty easy to catch. It's slow with rebound, stun follow-up, secondary stun follow-ups, easy kill. But yeah, mid Pudge is probably stronger. As long as you have enough regen and you don't get super bullied by your opponent, you should be survivable. You'll get more levels than if you're in the safe lane. Safe lane Pudge is a little bit more spooky. Like you can do like rot flesh heap trades. It's definitely much more viable than it used to be, but yeah, it's probably just safer to do it like this, especially when you're up against a Viper. That didn't sound fun and the slightest. But that's actually the pick I'm most curious about this game is the Clinks here. It's getting bullied top really bad. Couple attacks, slows there as well. But why interesting that they picked Clinks. It's traditionally not like the best PL solution. Obviously, Strafe is really good as an AoE, or Burning Barrage, sorry, at clearing illusions. Pudge should be able to solve that too, but curious why they went for Clinks when it's not really that popular in the meta right now, but maybe just a Viper solution in some ways, because he can do a lot of physical damage from about the same range as Viper, so that he can actually trade even instead of just get bullied by Viper in most cases.
Could be a good point. They also mentioned the fact that, you know, Husky being on this more survivable kind of hero here for support could come in handy paired up with some sort of range. Does have the headdress, like we said. But they are getting bullied early on. And this is, of course, you know, Viper is traditionally picked up as a lane dominator, you know, someone who's going to ensure that it has a good time. Also paired up with the Skywrath Mage. So, you know, a kind of interesting solution for dealing with what was going to be possibly tossed to us. Oh, nice arrow, though, coming in from Z-Freak. Paradise just have us walk into it.
I would say that Marcy normally gives you this great dual lane, but I think this is a case where it looks pretty tough here, because Marcy is going to get out-regened a bit. If you get on top of Skywrath Mage, he takes a huge amount of damage, but the Viper and the Sky have been playing together very well. They're both power denying the same creeps. They both have a ton of damage. Null Talisman, Iron the Branch on Sky, so if they don't find an opportunity to jump on them, like throw them under tower or something, then Costabile, I said it wrong again. He's going to struggle a little bit to get last hits. So they can do catch Viper though. Oh, not in tower range.
Not quite. They need a little bit more damage. It looks like the Fairy Fire though, just enough. They need maybe one more there. No, this actually doesn't land over onto Zor. Husky though, trying to close. There it is. There it is. They'll get the kill.
It was a little weird. They kind of blocked each other a little bit, but picking up that kill is going to be huge there for Nouns with them behind of it. Gunner's owning, by the way, 14, 15, and 3 versus Kunkka's 10 and 1. Okay, it's not that bad. Once it gets these two last hits, they'll be pretty close to even. But yeah, using Flesh Heap and Rot to clear the small camp in between his mid wave. Very effective, and it cost him literally just 40 mana to do this, because Flesh Heap is very good at this. So this is one of the nice things about Pudge, certainly, even in the last patch, but it's just better now. Flesh Heap just has higher values, so if you're ever trading hits from heroes, when he's blocking the physical damage from the creeps, it's just all just gonna be superior. In fact, look at this. He's gonna pull the mid wave straight into the small camp as Pudge, and now using Flesh Heap to jungle both. He's doing some like offlaner type stuff.
That's efficiency, baby. We love to see it.
It is, and that cost him again 40 mana, almost nothing. A little bit of HP afterwards for that range creep. So there's just like, I feel like you have to block small camp against this guy if you're playing against mid Pudge, and this is the value. If you're playing carry Pudge, you don't get the same min-max advantage. You just get so much more in terms of gold and experience if you play mid-Pudge.
I'm curious as to, I don't have the data on me. I'm not sure if you have this, but with the high-level pubs, if we have been seeing, you know, more and more of this, not necessarily safe, oh, the toss back, this, all right. Don't quite get those tower shots like they want, but it's good harassment coming out over on Zor, who should be dishing out his own harassment. But again, yeah, going back to this, how often are we seeing these core pudges getting picked up in the high-level pubs? Is this something that people have been doing for a little while? Is it just I'm guessing it's more of a recent change because of the patch, but
very likely recent, yeah. Well, with the most recent buffs to the hero, like the fact that it's all of a sudden just hit pubs everywhere, it's certainly teams are trying it. And plus, think of it, it's like it's been the most popular hero in Dota for all of Dota's history, basically. It's always been the most picked hero. So to see it finally be viable in pros, you can bet your ass that pro players are like, yes, pick me Pudge. It's finally time. I've been waiting for this day.
It's the return of Dendi, you know? This is what he's been waiting for all this time.
In mid lane, Gunnar getting an ulti off here. Some damage on... He's got a hook available.
He's trying to juke him, though, and there's a TP coming out from the Skywrath Mage. Just joins right back in again. Does land a hook, you know? We heard that Misery was giving Bryle some sass here. We'll force out that Fairy Fire. Ooh, this is not looking close.
I think he's going to live. Yeah.
Yeah, with
this
that
last
ring
one,
of health.
This one's going to be close. I think he's alive.
Just barely.
2
oh
HP.
Oh,
my gosh. That was really close. Ultimately, is that good for Gunnar? Better than dying, certainly. But man, they're crushing the safe lane now. I don't know if you saw that earlier, but he used sidekick on Clinks, and then he burning barrages the creep wave, and he's getting 35% of the damage he's dealing is heal. So that was a really good way to lane sustain. I think that was what they're going for in the value here. Kills aren't stopping. 5 kills now for Nouns. 2k gold advantage.
Mid lane, all right. They've brought in Shu, but Gunnar, very survivable. We watched how survivable he was earlier when he just ran away from the Skywrath.
He's blocking 14 extra damage with the flesh heap there. But it's getting scarier now that Kunka's got higher points in Tidebringer.
Zord just died.
Oh no, he committed to this kill. The lifesteal and the damage, that's actually pretty sick, actually. The sidekick aspect for Clinks is definitely very significant. I feel like the lifesteal percentage is getting nerfed. This is like Monkey King when he came out. The lifesteal you used to get from level with Jingu was like 30 and it was just broken. Like level 1 sidekick gives 35% lifesteal. With these specific combos, like Clinks here, he's probably going to die this time, but...
Yeah, he is kind of on his own, so that'll be a nice pickup here for the side of Felt.
It rotates with the invis, really nicely done. That was cool, but yeah, that lifesteal that Marcy's providing was kind of insane. It's the main reason they won this lane. And now Clinks has 10 more last hits than Viper. Viper is supposed to win lanes. He's 0-3-0 now, and it looked really good for them, but all of a sudden, like, they just got 2 little skirmishes there by abusing Sidekick and Marcy, and yeah, it's one-sided again.
Pretty interesting concept again, like you said. When you see a Viper, you figure it's going to be a miserable time. But Marcy here, they have their own rotations. We'll make sure that they can get another kill in this lane, and it will go over to Wake Me Up. So tower pressure being applied, and they're going to try to take advantage of this to even this out a little. Do they have? Nope. Clinks is fine.
That was expensive. That was expensive, though. He used his level 6 to grab the skeleton walk there because he figured it was worth it over... letting the tower die faster. He's going to slow it down, basically. He's going to spot out some heroes. A little spooky. Do they have detection? They put the 1 sentry behind the tower, so maybe he'll try to do this again with Burning Barrage. Pull the creep wave past. He's got to run, though. It's so scary.
And the catch with
Gets some of the creep kills. If they have a dust, they definitely get the kill. Either way, the tower will die. So, not the worst for the Felt side. I like that Soji did these rotations. The invis gank top was excellent. The fact that he stayed around to kill the Marcy really helped a lot because that basically solidified the tower kill. And it's also limited Kustabile's farm at this point too.
All right, well, bottom tower will also get taken. They have the dragon form used in the middle lane, though. Ooh, toss back. Don't quite manage to land the arrow, but they need just a little... Oh, they go for the leap. Z-Freak, he wants this kill. He's gonna get it, but the follow-up over on the back lines doesn't look like they'll be able to grab the Clinks because he has a haste rune. He's absolutely fine. They do manage to take out Z-Freak, though, because he got very greedy, wanting that kill on the Phantom Lancer, but you're still happy about that if you're Nouns, as they're in position. Jump over onto the Clinks, but the follow-up here from the Marcy. And again, they're going to try to close the gap. They'll get the kill on Wake Me Up, and Shu is maybe going a little bit too far out here, as now they're going to just chase after him. And in comes Gunnar. He's hoping maybe he can get a clean shot. Maybe he can find himself an Enchantress. Nah.
Doesn't even have mana. Needs Soul Ring in 3 seconds. It's that period of the game where Pudge is limited on mana a little bit because he has been flush heaping a lot. It's 50 mana at these later stages, so if you're using it often, you're gonna run out. But you have to remember that you're getting farm with it in the meantime.
Yeah,
And
that's
then
why,
oh wow, look at this. He gets a solo kill.
That's why he was running a little low.
Got stunned by the neutral creep, which just helped him solidify the kill. That's cool.
Felt's now seeming like they're trying to group up in this mid area, stabilize a bit, perhaps put some pressure on the mid tower.
Husky keeping an eye on the PL, splitting the experience there evenly. He does have his ultimate available. But Nouns is moving over. Gunner's running. He's got Vanguard. It's going to make him basically invulnerable against the PL.
Yeah, the hunt is on. Don't quite have that. Okay, Moonlight Shadow going to be used. Husky finds an opening, finds himself an Enchantress, and finds himself a kill. Boat getting tossed in. Doesn't seem to worry them at all as Gunner. Hoping maybe somebody's straggling behind. Not going to find it though, as now they've got a bit of a hunt on for Wake Me Up. The arrow connects, and that'll be a dead Skywrath Mage, and it's looking like a dead Zor too. Oh my goodness. Crumbling.
Gunner might hook Solji, we'll see. Oh, the neutral helped.
He's just gonna run at him instead, but like you said, does not have. So she's like, yeah, I know you can't do much here. That arrow not gonna connect.
Radiant structures are fortified.
But
The Wild can kind of push him towards Gunner there. It was kind of funny. But the nice torrent, and now the mid tier 1 likely dead here. Now it's kind of interesting skill build or item build on Dragon. Actually, we went for Arcanes this game with Soul Ring. But maybe recognizing that both the Clinks definitely struggles a lot on mana regen in the early mid game, and Pudge kind of the same. So I think he's actually just thinking about his team a bit here with that Arcane pickup. Plus later on, they're gonna have to deal with like PL Diffusal Blades. So hey, let's go for extra mana regen for the squad. I think it was a good choice brought by Moo.
All right, well, the smoke coming out from Felt looks like they're gonna try to, oh, they realize that Paradise is here. Arrow
almost
just
got him.
barely missing, but they do see the courier. You have to be careful, though. Felt is smoked and making their way to support the Phantom Lancer. So they're going to back off a bit, hoping maybe they can catch someone over here in the jungle.
Yeah, they don't really want the supports. They might just take them anyways, though.
Nope. Husky going to jump deeper into the tree line. Z-Freak, they're going to split. So the teleport's coming out. Nouns want to take this fight. We'll throw out a boat and connect over onto Marcy. The Blues Marcy, but they demand an arrow in the back lines. Moo, seeing himself as Phantom Lancer. Gunner trying to find a good position, but in the back line, Z-Freak is getting spotted. He's gonna have to use those leap charges. He's out of them now, but should be far enough in that he's not going to have to worry about it. They're still hunting.
He's got Urn and Bottle as well, so he can still be annoying.
Well, he
that was
wanders
close.
over. The X gets placed. The arrow will connect. Moonlight Shadow is up and running, but they did place some sentries over here to the side. They've got plenty of sentries. That is not going to be enough to save Z-Freak. Or
oh my God.
They don't have anything to cancel it to me. They don't have the vision. Oh, he's got to be so pleased with himself. Look at that giggle.
That was an insane amount of space that he just created, and all it cost him was some leap charges. He popped his ulti, I guess, but oh, 2 sentries, all of that effort. Great escape.
Yeah, they don't even need a hook there. Easy peasy. Now they see Solji. There is the... Oh, all right. A little bit off the mark there with that hook, but... Oh, my God. All right, the toss back. And they are just going to start body blocking and chasing after Solji. This Kunkka is going to feel real seasick here.
That's tough. He got the rot slow talent at 10. This is one of the things that makes the core Pudge really obnoxious, because it ups his slow to 48%. That stays on him the entire fight. So if you're not stunning Pudge, you're not getting away from him, especially when you have to worry about the rebound movement speed too. There's just a lot of really good value things about these combos here. Wake Me Up does smoke towards the bot lane, but unfortunately for him, a TP away.
It is about to get so much scary for them too, because there is a blink dagger completed. Okay, there's the hook. He went fishing, found himself a bird.
That was a great hook.
Yeah.
And yeah, blink Pudge, he's not going to slow down. In fact, he's not even going Axe this game. Doesn't really need it. He just needs to set tempo.
Yeah, Yeah, there it is. There's the blink reveal, the immediate follow-up, and that is going to be a dead Phantom Lancer.
Your phase
They didn't even have vision there. I'm confused how that was so clean for Moo, but maybe smoke broke, so he blinked to the camp and PL was just there. That kind of seemed like a blind initiation, sort of. So very well executed there by Nouns. They're also pressuring out the off lane a little bit, now invading again.
I mean, there's no brakes on this train. They're just constantly running at them because they know they have the advantage. Look at this, Gunnar. See Zor. I'm gonna blink forward with Moo, and this Viper is just not having a game. Was bullying a little bit during the earlier part of laning phase, but that advantage is long gone.
Yeah, fell off really hard.
Uh-oh.
And
Wake me up. Is your spidey sense tingling? It is now, that's for sure. It's a little bit more. I think he oh no, the hook. A little bit off the mark. Wake me up. He buys a bit more time, but does eventually die. And they know Solji's up here. Husky jumping forward as a dispose, and the rest of the team will also dispose of Solji.
Gunnar's like, one more flesh heap, please. Thank you. Cleans it up. And man, they're just doing a really, really good job pressuring. Maybe one guy's hitting creeps at a time. The other three are always setting up the follow-up kill, which is really difficult to do at times. But
oh my God,
they do it again.
He just can't catch a break. They always have the vision on him. They always manage to find someone here as they'll end up losing Shu. And they're fighting around the shrine area, so this could go a little bit better for them. Gunnar is going to turn back around Zor. He's had enough of this nonsense from Gunnar. In comes the Marcy. Husky is here. He's going to try to give that a little bit of life steal. But again, Paradise chasing after Gunnar. Gunnar sitting very low. They'll finally get the kill, but are they going to be able to finish? Yeah, they'll find Paradise and finish him off too. And they'll grab themselves another little friend here because they found Wake Me Up.
Gunnar tanked that so long. The flesh heap really helped out a lot against that extra poison damage coming from the Viper. Bought him enough time for them to overdive and finally clean things up. And it doesn't feel good to be PL in this situation here. He's zoned basically the whole time at low HP. He feels the need to fight because he is getting invaded on him. These people are low, so he's like, well, I might as well commit to this, right? And it was the right thing to do in the moment, but getting cleaned up afterwards by the DK is going to make it feel bad. Did he get the last hit? He did not. Zor actually got it, so PL didn't even get the gold from the kill, just some area gold. So look at that.
Wow.
1600 damage dealt to Pudge from Viper.
Good lord.
Gave it the all chat. I mean, Viper's reducing Pudge's magic resistance is a decent solution, but it's a lot better if he gets Ags. If he doesn't get Ags, it doesn't feel so good, I gotta say. So the Skywrath Mage, maybe the Viper, not feeling as strong now against the Pudge Cork. So once he gets BKB, he just doesn't care about any of the magic damage. He's offsetting everything with Flesh Heap, and now he's got a Cloak too. Just gonna give him all he needs. Little trick there by Paradise, using his illusion to basically identify that there was a ward. Pudge goes for it.
The stun over onto Zor again. The arrow lined up perfectly, and in comes Gunnar. Dismember. Z-Freak gets the kill. They still have that one little cardi here, so they can put some damage onto this tower. The teleports are coming out, though. Moonlight Shadow's going to get used. Husky jumps forward, finds himself the Skywrath Mage. He'll just obliterate him. The boat does come through. Gunnar's going to grab Husky. Say, come on, get over here. But he is getting very badly injured here as Paradise does go a bit far, but just needs to be careful now because he's perhaps gone a bit too much in here because he's going to die. Now they'll turn around, put the Spirit Vessel charge. Oh my goodness, there is no mercy. Gunnar finding another hook. Team managed to get the kill on Moo, but the rest of the team, Zora's to fall, and so will Shu.
That was cool. Gunnar at low HP jumps back in. The two-man rot. Oh, they're just playing so well. It's great. It's really fun to watch. I just feel like everybody on the Felt side, they're super far behind here. Moo's finally died, but he's been like the one setting up a lot of these kills, but their lineup also does make a lot of sense.
Wake me up. He was there. It's not there anymore. Their death timers are so low, though. They're all about to come back up now on the side of Felt.
I don't even think Mystic Flare is good against Pudge. If he gets Flesh Heap off, he probably blocks large chunks of that ultimate as they zap into him, so to speak. So, and they're so far ahead, they're just ending more or less forcing the racks. but they'll have to back temporarily. Everyone on Felt is finally alive, and it doesn't really solve any problems in the short term either, because they've got their next items coming out.
Look at this, the blink in again from Moo, set up with the arrow. Husky's here, punches him, disposes him. It's an opening up for another tower.
It just feels like the game's an outclass again, I gotta say. I mean, I think the Clink's pick was really smart. It brought things to Viper, and the lifesteal on top of it solidified and stabilized his laning stage, where normally Clinks would have a lot more trouble there.
Yeah, the kills don't stop happening here in this game. This is 7-32, 15k net worth lead, going over to side of Nouns, and they can just reset again. Look at this, Moo has been involved in I don't know how many assists at this point. I think that the stats were saying it is the highest of any hero in DPC right now.
I'm not surprised. His blink initiations have been super good. In the jungle, the pressure has continued. Oh, another hook.
Oh my word. Zor's gonna have nightmares about these hooks. I don't know what they do here. Again, another blink forward here coming out from Moo. These arrow setups have been so clean. Paradise, he's looking to find this opening, but it just doesn't have the damage, doesn't have the survivability. Solji falling. And get themselves Paradise. It's just they're rolling over the side of Felt now. It is looking so difficult. Shu is just gonna get dismembered. The GG gets called. They've had enough. Nouns just looking so clean and very innovative today.